Hi, we're Rhea and Rory. Welcome to our show.
This is our review of The Walking Dead season finale, episode 8.
Okay, well, we're so sad that this is the last show of the season, but there was a lot of action, a lot of stuff happened, and then a lot of flashbacks, too. I wasn't a big fan of the flashbacks. I didn't really see how they tied in totally, but it was nice to see Herschel and Beth, and then Patrick
was cool.
again, so yeah, that was fun. But anyway...
Phineas.
Yeah, Phineas or Ferg. But anyway, so yes, it started out with a flashback and then got into the real good stuff of the show with Rick, Michonne, and Carl.
To me, they were the highlights. The Rick, Michonne, Carl, with Daryl and his gang, or the gang Daryl was in, we call it Daryl's gang. But that was basically the most interesting part of the show for me, bar none. I mean, not only was it just incredibly intense. And
it was.
Those guys are just freaking disgusting. But Rick Walkered a guy.
Oh my gosh, I know.
What is that?
I know.
I thought it was amazing.
Yeah. I was seriously WTF.
I know.
I couldn't believe it.
But I mean, after all of the whining and the hallucinating and the farming, I was like, yes, Rick, you found your balls.
He
and
did.
This is why we watched the show.
Good job. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. At first, he whacked him, and that was kind of cool. But then the gun went off, and then he was all spaced out because of the ringing in his ears. But when you know what? His son was on the line, and who knows what that guy was going to do to him. And then Michonne got threatened to be raped, and he manned up. He did. He manned up. He bit the guy in the neck.
Good job, Rick.
Ripped his artery right out of his neck.
He was like, what?
I know. That was crazy.
Okay, but can I just really say really quickly, I don't get Daryl.
Well, no, Daryl stepped up and said, "Take my life, don't take theirs." So he's like, if you want, restitution for one guy that got killed, take me.
Yeah,
and kill me.
No,
so
I totally get that.
Funny.
Yeah, that was great, blah, blah, blah. I'm talking about later when Rick is cleaning up his face and they were sitting against the side of the truck and Daryl was like, I don't know where Beth is. She's just gone.
Oh, yeah, that was
I don't know why I was with him. Better than being alone. It was like, what are you talking about? He's become whiny and sullen and
I couldn't wear my Daryl shirt because... I'm kind of disappointed tonight.
I'm very disappointed in him.
Well, why didn't he say Beth got stolen in a car by somebody? I mean, why just say, she's gone? It's not like she just took off and was tired of him or something.
A little sissy voice.
So that was weird. But we still love you. But anyway, next season you're going to come back and make us proud. But, so they get on the road again, and what about those walkers that just tore into that guy? That was creepy too.
Oh, yeah,
but that was before all that. And then the gang came, and then they get on the road, and I guess they must have come from a different direction, because I'm like, why didn't they see Maggie's sign?
Yeah, I think because they came from the back.
They must have. Well, I don't know. I still
went over this while I watched it. And I said, let's not talk about this in the video. And then here she is talking about it in the video. They said specifically, very smart, coming around from the back. That was for all the people who were like, how come they didn't see the signs?
Anyway, so they get into Terminus, and
Terminus is creepy.
We knew it was going to be creepy.
And I knew the food was weird. You should feed people.
You know what? I think
2
the food was
seconds
drugged.
to get there.
And so you drugged the food, and then that drugged everybody, because the food was drugged, and then they stole the poncho and all the other...
the riot gear.
Oh, yeah, the riot gear. Yeah.
When he first noticed.
That's right.
And he was like, then where'd you get the poncho? Where'd you get the riot gear?
Yeah. So they must drug them and then throw them in that train car. Now, I don't know where Judith and Carol...
They're not there yet. Yeah.
Yeah, they must not be there yet.
Because they weren't in the holding area. They would be in the holding area.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, so I don't know.
Maybe they won't end up there.
Maybe they won't. Maybe they'll luck out, or they'll get there right as they're escaping, or I don't know what will happen. But I was glad that Rick found everybody, and he at the end even said they're screwing with the wrong people. So good. Keep that fire, Rick.
He's got a nice fire under him, and I like that. Oh, one thing I do want to talk about is I just love how we're getting all this backstory on Michonne.
Oh, I know.
Everything she said about Andre, and that we finally know who her 2 walker pets were.
Yeah, her boyfriend and their friend Terry. We kind of thought that, though. That day. We kind of thought maybe.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, in the very beginning when she first shows up, you're like, are those her brothers, or those random people? But
yeah, but it was kind of...
You don't mess with a mama, and you don't mess with a kid.
No, you don't. But, it was good, too, because, they're all real people. They're all monsters. They're all... They just doing what they have to do. Carl was like, what are we going to tell them? Who are we? You know what? They're survivors. Yeah. And to be a survivor, especially in that, zombie apocalypse, you got to do whatever it takes.
Even if it's bite someone's artery out of their neck.
I know. I could not watch. I mean, I was totally grossed out, but it was awesome. But I couldn't watch that whole
fantastic.
scene. But yeah, it was good. So anyway, I mean,
Walker.
Rick practically has to be in the Walker Hall of Fame.
I think he definitely.
the guy.
He's an honorary Walker this week. We love
Honorary
you.
Walker this week. And then,
I like that Walker that was on the ground, kind of like
oh
buried.
yeah, he was like kind of like half there, half gone in the quicksand. We got some good katana moments with Michonne this week. I always love it when she uses that. So that was always cool. Then there was the walkers that ate the that guy. That was kind of gross. And I think that was all the walkers tonight.
Yeah, because the scariest people in this episode were not the walkers. Or the scariest enemy, not the walkers. It was the people.
It was the people. The bike.
By far way worse than walkers.
I know, the biker gang, those creepos at Terminus, I don't even know. And it's like that lady was just sitting there recording that thing over and over in the microphone.
Yeah.
Because you couldn't really hear it outside, so it's like, who was she recording that for? What was that for?
Yeah, that might be all places freaky tiki Dutch. We'll have to see next season in October. We'll get answers.
Yeah, I hope so, and I hope we get answers right away. I want everyone reunited right away, and I don't know. We'll have to see what happens. We'll have to see how close they follow the graphic novels and see what happens. But it's got, at least most of them are together. We just got a few separated, and poor Beth is all by herself somewhere.
Who knows where she is? All right, you guys.
Dead yourself. Leave comments in the comments below. Starting next week, we're going to be back with Game of Thrones. So if any of you are Game of Thrones fans, we're going to be here.
All right.
All right.
We'll see you guys. Bye.
Thanks.